Hey guys, so by the time I am able to finish editing and uploading this video, I am sure that everybody will be painfully aware of the new Twitter decision. The one that has made it so everyone has a limited number of posts that they can view on their, well, social media platform. This change is honestly not very surprising anymore. Let's go ahead and dig into this a little bit. As you can see right off the start, he claims it will be a temporary fix to help with the supposed problem of system manipulation. Problem is that we can obviously see the massive difference between those who pay monthly for their Twitter Blue program and the people who don't. Someone like myself, who has had a Twitter account for a while and never had any problems, is now lumped in with the same class of people who are actually part of the issue. Not because you or I did anything wrong, or are suspected of doing anything wrong, but simply because we aren't paying a monthly sacrifice to Big Daddy Musk for his amazing Twitter Blue verification program. The Twitter verification system has been a meme for forever now, ever since Musk took over and redesigned how it worked. It is stupid to think that paying a monthly subscription fee is somehow verifying a person, right? That it doesn't even make sense to do it the way that he does it. I don't understand how there isn't some type of way for us to show the age of the Twitter account and then also get us into the same level as the current Twitter Blue subscribers. But there are countless videos going into detail on why Twitter Blue is stupid and why it sucks, so I won't be bothering to get into that too deeply. However, I can at least somewhat agree that paid platforms do indeed have benefits, and things like this are typically one of the benefits. It's no different than paying a monthly subscription for a competitive game service, where they are much stricter. It is a lot less likely for those people who are paying money monthly to do things that would negatively impact the game or cause their accounts to be suspended or banned. So the ability to keep people who are unlikely to pay monthly to abuse the system is actually not a bad defense. We've seen it implemented in many different forms, and it does work. My problem isn't implementing this protection overall. My problem is how they implemented it. Not only do I not believe this is going to be a thing that really helps that much in terms of system manipulation and the other issues that they're having on Twitter. I mean, sure, it may help to fix it slightly, but it's also going to have a massive negative effect on everyone else on Twitter. If you're a business, an organization of some kind, such as a charity, or if you just have a simple large following online and you use Twitter as a main means to stay in touch with your community, to give information, to pass out updates in some way, or just to tell people that you're going live on Twitch or YouTube, these are things that are drastically going to affect you. Whether you're the person that is actually giving out the information or the person that wants to receive this information, it goes both ways. Because now, say for such a content creator, you decide you're going to post a YouTube video or you're going live on Twitch. Now you just have to hope that you are within the number for your following, for all of your followers, that they haven't used all of their 600 post reads for the day. Otherwise, you are going to get significantly less viewership because maybe people do not have notifications on YouTube or notifications on Twitch, or maybe you're just one of those people that you're about the only person they really view on those platforms. And Twitter is how they know when you upload or go live on those platforms. You're just screwed. You don't get as many viewers because now we have a limit of how much we can see on Twitter per day. And there is no easy solution or workaround for that at the moment, other than, of course, subscribing to Twitter Blue. So with that, now let's actually dive into how painfully obvious this is as an attempt to give an awful incentive to pay for Twitter Blue subscription, which I am sure those numbers have just absolutely skyrocketed over the past hour or two while I've been making this video. As I already said earlier, the difference between a Twitter Blue subscriber and a non-Twitter subscriber is 5,400 posts a day that you can read. That's not a small amount. 5,400 posts more for the Twitter Blue subscription. That is not a small bump because they are less likely to be part of the problem. That is absolutely massive. And there is no other system in place. It is either you pay a monthly subscription or basically don't use Twitter. As I stated earlier, it would make sense if they had some type of program where people like myself who have had Twitter for X amount of time also get lumped in to that group of people who can use Twitter for 6,000 posts, right? It would make more sense to not just completely discriminate based on who is paying and who is not, because that's a terrible system to have. It is going to completely cut off a vast majority of people who do not pay for Twitter Blue, who do not want to pay for Twitter Blue. That is you forcing them to either pay for the service or don't use the service. And when your service is something as massive as Twitter, it becomes really, really hard to just walk away. I originally supported Elon Musk when he bought Twitter and his promises of a free speech utopian social media platform. I knew that there would be issues. I knew that it couldn't be all sunshine and rainbows. But in the beginning, I was hoping that he was genuine about his desire to create an entirely free speech based social media platform without the worry of being banned for your wrong think or some hot take opinions. I was genuinely hoping that he would try and keep as much of that as he could. But the more and more he does, the harder and harder it gets to defend him. This is a painfully obvious, greedy way of pushing people to buy Twitter Blue. And that is something I for sure cannot support. Sketchy and borderline immoral business practices are not something I will ever back. Our only hope, currently, is that there is some truth to him saying that this is only a temporary fix. Hopefully, this is only in effect for a short time while they figure out and implement some type of new system, and Twitter can go back to being unlimited in how many posts you can read daily. Hopefully, this doesn't go from a temporary fix to suddenly being the norm on Twitter. In the meantime, I heavily encourage users not to get Twitter Blue. I repeat, do not subscribe to Twitter Blue to fix this problem. I strongly encourage you to use other social media platforms. If you still have to use Twitter, use it for its daily limit, however you have to use it, and then use other social media platforms. Branch out. But whatever you do, do not feed in to this horrible business model. The more people that subscribe to Twitter Blue because of something like this, the more they think that they can get away with doing a system like this permanently. The more they think it's okay. The more that they think it's sustainable for them. And if we all just jump on that Twitter Blue train and act like this is perfectly fine and just kind of complain about it in the background, but still fork over our money for a Twitter Blue subscription every month until this is fixed, then I guarantee you it will become what the normal main business model of Twitter will look like. So that is all I really have for this video. There's not much more information out at the time of making this, but I will try to keep up to date with anything that progresses from this topic. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and of course, if you want to keep up with me and see more of my adorable face, follow me on all the social media and platforms I will have linked down below in the description. And of course, subscribe to me here on YouTube and check out my other content here. Thank you all, and I will see you in the next one.